everyone. I hope everyone is doing okay today. I'm David Dault. Sorry for the noise. I'm David Dault. Welcome to Shelter Radio. I show up at around 2 p.m. each day, and I play music, I tell stories, and I do what we call the thing. So I'm here doing the thing. So, something to mention, speaking of doing the thing, I did something today when I got out of the shower that I have not done in 20 years. And what that thing was I combed my hair. That's going to sound crazy, right? But when I was in my mid-20s, I had really, really long hair. I had hair down to past the middle of my back. And when I got my hair cut after having it all the way down to the middle of my back, I basically was kind of the opinion that I didn't want to mess with my hair anymore. And so every time that I would go into the barber, since then, I would just say to the barber, I don't comb my hair, I don't brush my hair, I don't do anything with my hair. And so I would just tell him to just cut my hair so that I could just literally get out of the shower, towel it off, and then I would just go about my day. And that is how I've lived my life. But now my hair is starting to get long again, and it was falling in my face. And so I got out of the shower today, and I borrowed somebody's comb, and I combed my hair all back. But by mid-morning, it was all falling in my face again, so I got this White Sox cap, and so I'm going to wear that. But that's my life right now. It's just, it's all hair management at this point, hair and beard management. So, yeah. But I got some songs today. Some of them are new, some of them are old, and we'll kind of see how they go. Dominic Preziosi, you requested this one a while back, and I've been working on it, trying to get it to actually work, and so we'll kind of see how it goes. When the world is a monster, bad to swallow, you whole. Kick the clay that holds the teeth in. Throw your trolls out of the door. If you're needing inspiration, follow math is where I go. Lawyer Jeff, he knows the low down. Mighty bad to visit home. Can't get there from here. 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 When your hands are feeling empty, tickets jumping off the ground. Triss is sure to shore that is out. Brother Ray can sing my song. Can't get there from here. 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 Hands down, Kalachi bound as a lock, kiss the ground. The dirt of 7 continents going round and round and round. Go on ahead, Mr. Citywide, hypnotize. Suit and tie, gentlemen, testify. When the world is a monster, bad to swallow, you whole. Follow math, you know the low down. Throw your trolls out of the door. Can't get there from here. Can't shaky there on some of the chords, but yeah, I think that turned out okay. I will try and get it a little better and play it again sometime soon. But that's R.E.M. Can't Get There From Here, by request by my friend Dominic Preziosi in New York City. Hope if I had the words. Walls are built up stone by stone. Hills are bounded one by one. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver aid, take a break. We've been on this shift too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver aid, take a break. We can't reach our destination. Still a ways away, morning still a ways away. I saw a treehouse on the outskirts of the farm. Power lines that floater so the airplanes don't get caught. Bells are ringing through the town again. Children look up, all they see is sky blue bells ringing. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver aid, take a break. We can't reach our destination. Still a ways away, morning still a ways away, morning still a ways away, morning still a ways away. Way to feel the heat, way to put myself to sleep. Way to feel the heat. Way to put myself, my children to sleep. Pilot his song in a train like that one. She is selling faith on the Gore-Tel Crusade. Locomotive 8, Southern Crescent, hear the bells ring again. Wheels of feet are looking thin. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver aid, take a break. We've been on this shift too long. And the train conductor says, take a break, driver aid, take a break. We can't reach our destination. Still a ways away, morning still a ways away, morning still a ways away, morning still a ways away. So sometimes you get tripped up on the words. And so instead of fields of wheat are looking thin, I literally just said wheels of feet are looking thin. Wheels of Feet. Like, that's a 70s band name if you ever wanted to hear one. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Somebody knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sister Susie, Brother John, Martin Luther, Phil and Don, Brother Michael, Auntie Jim, open the door, let 'em in. Sister Susie, Brother John, Martin Luther, Phil and Don, Uncle Ernie, Auntie Jim, open the door, let 'em in. Yeah. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Do me a favor, play the right chords, let 'em in. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in. Ooh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Sister Susie, Brother John, Martin Luther, Phil and Don, Uncle Ernie, Auntie Lynn, open the door, let 'em in. Last time, someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Someone knocking at the door, somebody ringing the bell. Do me a favor, open the door, let 'em in. Deceptively simple song, and man, sometimes the deception overtakes me. All right, so things that you can do if you don't want to watch me mess up chords. You can definitely check out Zach Zaya, CZAIA, doing the Poetry Lockdown at 4 p.m. Central Time. He interprets poetry. Sometimes it's his own poetry, sometimes it's other people's poetry, but the Poetry Lockdown is worth your time. Also, please check out Discord Records. Where am I facing here? Discord Records has their entire 40-year catalog for free online, so check them out. Discord Records, doing that thing. Stop. Okay, Discord Records is doing their thing. Online, 40 years of songs, Fugazi and other bands, so check them out. My friend Brian E. Smith is spinning the discs, doing a DJ house party Friday nights starting at 8 p.m. Central. Definitely check out Brian Smith Fridays. I think he's getting on to the 4th or 5th one now. You are missing right now Jonathan Brooks' Kitchen COVID concerts, which happens Mondays at 2 p.m. Central. And so if you're not watching me, you should be watching her. Jonathan Brooks is awesome. And I highly recommend her. After I get done with this, I'm going to tune her in. Rahul Deep Gill on Friday nights is doing Deep in This, where he is basically doing an Instagram live talk show starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 8 p.m. Central Time, 9 p.m. Eastern. Instagram live, Rahul Deep Gill doing Deep in This. Definitely check that out. My friend Leo Huang, Hwang, performs acoustic and electric guitar. And he doesn't have a set schedule, but I like to call it intermittent awesomeness because it's just a lot of fun, and he's really, really good. And he's been playing for like 4 decades, so you should definitely check him out. Also, check out Kimono My House. Kimono spelled like the Japanese bathrobe. It is a Facebook Live club that sets up an entire performance schedule week to week with hour-long sets of various artists, including, I think, now they're going to try and get some stand-up comedians in there as well. But definitely check them out. And last but not least, please do check out my friend Matt Springer doing the Quarantine Cabaret Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern. He's a piano player and does a lot of Bruce Springsteen and Elton John and classics from the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and it's always a lot of fun. It's usually a little bit alcohol infused, which I dig, and yeah, it's just a lot of fun. So, what happened a couple days ago? Well, I had my first ever viral tweet. What does that mean, Dault? Well, that means that I put something out into the Twitterverse, and it managed to get liked and retweeted multiple times. At several points, as I have remarked on this to my wife Kira, my son Beckett, who is 8, has asked again and again, what does a retweet mean? And every time I have answered him, yes, that's a good question. What does a retweet mean? And the takeaway that I have from my first viral tweet is, what does a retweet mean? Not much. Okay, so I have had 715 retweets at this point, I think, and somewhere in the neighborhood of like 2,200 likes. Okay, so for me, those are amazingly big numbers, unexpectedly big numbers. What did I learn from this process? Well, one of the things that I learned was that when you have a tweet go viral, the engagement is really very minimal. Like, people are just kind of retweeting it, but very few people are actually commenting on it or responding to it. I think in all of those interactions, I've had maybe 15 comments. Also, it hasn't gained me very many more followers. And more to the point, the thing that I've really most enjoyed about Twitter and other forms of social media is the interaction. And given the choice between having a tweet go viral like this and actually interacting with just a set number, a handful of people with kind of a quality interaction, my takeaway from this is that I would much rather just have the quality interaction. I'd rather have a few people with whom I'm interacting with on a really good level than have astronomical numbers and interact with no one at all. I guess I'm a sucker for the social in social media. So, yeah. There you go. So that's what's happening with me this week, is I've been reflecting on my virality, which is different from the virality that is all around us. And yeah, we'll kind of see where this goes, because it's still unfolding. Like, it hasn't stopped. So we'll see. All right. I still dream of Organon. I wake up crying. You're waking just in reach, till you in sleep escape me. You're like my yo-yo that glowed in the dark. What made it special, made it dangerous, so I buried it and forget. Time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun's coming out. Ooh, I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when, but just saying it could even make it happen. On top of the world, looking over the edge, see them coming. Look to said to the men in power, I hit my yo-yo in the garden. I can't hide you from the government. Oh God, Daddy, I won't forget. But every time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun's coming out. Ooh, I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when, but just saying it could even make it happen. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, I'm cloud busting, Daddy. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oh, every time it rains, you're here in my head, like the sun's coming out. Looks like the sun's coming out. Every time it rains, ooh, I just know that something good is gonna happen. I don't know when, but just saying it could even make it happen. Yeah, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 oh. So I was watching a video yesterday about the early career of Kate Bush, who wrote that song Cloudbusting, and she wrote her first single, Wuthering Heights, in the midst of recording her first album, and she started it at midnight or 1 in the morning and wrote until like 3 in the morning, and had not even read all of the book Wuthering Heights. She had in fact just seen the last 15 minutes of a TV movie version of Wuthering Heights on the BBC, and the images of it had stuck with her and rattled around in her head for a number of years. And so she took these images forward and performed this song. And then they went to the record company and they were like, we want this to be the first single. And the record company guy was like, well, no, we want to put out this other single that's more rocking as the first single. And Kate Bush stuck to her guns. And the way that it's described in this video is that the male manager there at the record company thought, well, the first single's not going to matter too much because it's going to flop, and so we'll put it out there, and then when it flops, she'll come back and recognize that that I know best, and it will and then we'll proceed from there. Well, it turns out that the single went to #1. She was on top of the pops, and basically kind of it was very much a statement of her kind of artistic credo. And what I love about that is that, you know, if you talk to a very diverse range of musicians, and by diverse I mean Andre 3000 from Outkast and Johnny Rotten from the Sex Pistols, they all will say how absolutely captivated they are by Kate Bush, and how, you know, if they could work with people, one of the people that they would most want to work with would be Kate Bush, and how singular her vision is. And I say that as a person who, you know, as I'm a songwriter myself, and as I'm learning all these songs, one of the things that I notice is that a song oftentimes that looks very difficult to me from a distance, when I start to work on it, I realize that oftentimes it's coming down to the same kind of chords that I've been playing in other songs. And that's the thing, is that there's a finite amount of materials that we create from. And it's not in necessarily having every single inch of it being original, that we find the originality, but it's in the recombination, it's in the dynamics, it's in the way that the orchestration or the arrangement or the artistry or the painterliness of the language kind of flows together that makes it original. I mean, so, you know, a lot of the songs that I'm playing today, you may notice if you've been watching, sort of they hover around this kind of A minor, G kind of approach. So we've gotten that in several of the songs that I played today. But each one of them is unique. Each one of them has its own kind of feel to it. But here's the thing about Kate Bush is that even though that's true, what I was just saying, that we're all playing with a finite kind of canvas here, Kate Bush manages to do things with that canvas that nobody else that I've really ever heard is able to do with it. She's more original than most originals, and I'm just I don't know why I'm telling you all this, other than that, just to say that, you know, stick to your guns. If you have a sense of vision of something, just because some man says that you're wrong about it doesn't mean that you are. And trust your audience. Trust your audience to be smart enough to get it, and trust your audience to be with you enough and to care enough to follow you through wherever it is that you're all going. Where are we going today? I don't know. Where are you taking it? I don't know. Where am I taking you with all of this? I don't know. We'll figure it out. It's a battle ahead. Many battles are lost, but you'll never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. There are freedom within, there is freedom without. Try to catch the deluge in a paper cup. There's a battle ahead, many battles are lost, but you never see the end of the road while you're traveling with me. And now, don't dream it's over. And now, when the world comes in, they come. Build a wall between us, and you know they won't win. Now I'm towing my car, there's a hole in the roof. My possessions are causing me suspicion, but there's no proof. In the paper today, tales of war and of waste, but you turn right over to the TV page. And now, don't dream it's over. And now, when the world comes in, they come. Build a wall between us, and you know they won't win. And I'm counting my steps to the door of your heart. Only shadows ahead, barely clearing the roof. Get to know the feeling of liberation and release. And now, don't dream it's over. And now, when the world comes in, they come. Build a wall between us, and you know they won't win. Let's see who's talking to me here. Hello, Stan. Hello, Alec. Hello, David Henderson. Hey, good to see you. All right. I got one more, and then I'm done for the day. I'm grateful for you all showing up and listening to me and my weird stories, and yeah. Well, I got both feet planted firmly in my mouth, so I ain't walking. They both take up so much space, it's a marvel I still got room for talking. But I just go on spouting off the same old stupid stuff. I'm gonna have to grow another foot just to keep up, just to keep up. Well, do not disturb hangs on the door. I hide inside, I do not say a word. Opportunity comes knocking, I ignore it and pretend I have not heard. I get so tired of being chased by my problems every day. I'm gonna have to grow another foot just to get away, just to get away. I get away, I get away. In the sun and in the rain, I find that I am just the same. I'm not really chasing pleasure, simply dodging pain. I move glacially, I put my best foot forward, but I find it inching back on me. They say you give a man an inch, and sure as death and taxes, he'll ask for a yard. Since I found these 3 feet useful, I suppose I am described by that canard. But when I go out dancing now, I found a great excuse. First I tell you I got 2 left feet, then I'll show you the proof. Here's the proof. Got the proof. I say 1, 2, 3, 3 feet for me, that's the truth. Hey, thank you for listening. Thank you for being here. I hope that wherever you are safe, and that you are aware that you are needed and loved in this world. It's a beautiful sunny day here in Chicago. I don't know what the weather is like where you are, but regardless of what the weather is like, I hope that it is sunny inside here. I'll be honest with you, I have not been able to get my groove most of the day, and so I have been unfocused and starting one project and kind of putting it down, and starting another project, putting it down. You're going to have days like that, and I have days like that, and don't beat yourself up over days like that. Just understand that, you know, we're all kind of walking through a fog, even on a sunny day sometimes here, and it's okay. Regardless of where you are, the fact that you are staying in and you're helping to flatten the curve is so important and so helpful. Thank you for doing that, not just for your loved ones, but for the least of these among us, the invisible ones, the ones that are most vulnerable. Thank you for helping to protect them. Please keep doing it. I cannot wait until you and I can be together in the same place, when we can dance together, when we can embrace, when we can clasp hands, we can look one another in the face, and we can say, we made it. We made it. And look at all these other people that made it with us. Until then, I'll be back tomorrow. I love you. I'm proud of you. And thank you for doing what you're doing. I'll see you soon.